Hello, welcome back. Did you realize it takes 11 hours to finish a book of 400 pages? Let's say if you want to read a book a week in a year, it would take you almost 600 hours. So I thought if I was going to spend that time reading, why not transform a corner of my apartment into a cozy reading spot that takes reading experience another level. Today, I'm going to take you to the journey from start to finish of creating my peaceful reading nook. We're living in a small apartment with a surface area of 46 square meters, so we kind of need every piece of furniture and room to be multifunctional. Our reading nook is in fact our actual bedroom that we carve out the space and turn it into a reading corner, working space, as well as bedroom. One of the solutions that we were able to gain more space is to use a bunk bed. We got this one from a second-hand website here in France, but I know that IKEA also has similar products, so definitely check out IKEA if you are interested. With regards to interior design, I think I'm leaning towards a more modern style. I also want this space to be cozy, but airy and inviting at the same time. Although my space is more contemporary, I do love to have a traditional or vintage piece integrated to my space. I found that it gives such a unique personality to modern homes. There are several ways to arrange books. Some people may like to arrange their books by series and genre. Some prefer to lay out their books by the color of the spine. I don't have tons and tons of books, so I thought I would arrange my bookshelf into two main branches, fiction and non-fiction. And for those miscellaneous books, I arranged them by color. Now, if you have materials and time, these bookends are such a fun and short project to make. You will need a flat shelf brackets as well as small pieces of wood. Then just stick them together and you're done. I also placed the books that we are currently reading in a separate area so that they are easier to reach. The furniture that we use in creating a reading corner, it's a mix of IKEA secondhand as well as DIY products. Anything that we used, if I'm able to find a link to the products, it will be in the description section below. We are almost done, but I feel like something is missing. Maybe a small coffee table. I reclaimed this wood panel and I thought I could make a small table. I'm inspired by this coffee table that I found on Pinterest. It has a minimalistic Scandinavian vibe. It looks very simple to create in my opinion, but I was wrong. The perfect curvature was so hard to achieve, and it got extremely dangerous when I wanted to turn the blade of the jigsaw to get a perfect round cut. This is not something that you would get your children involved with, and probably ask professional to cut it for you. I attached the legs to the top with wood glue. I thought I was going to fix with screw, but it turned out that the glue was so strong that I didn't think I needed another fix. This coffee table is going to be where we place lightweight stuff temporarily, and it's not something that we are going to be sitting on, so sticking with high quality wood glue is enough in my opinion. when working with small spaces, you're better off with furniture that has round shape rather than rectangular or square edges. It's mentioned that round-edged pieces of furniture in small spaces make the flow of traffic a lot more fluid, which to me makes sense as round coffee table make it easier to walk around and you don't hit the angle of the table while moving around the room. I have learned a technique from my brother-in-law to sand imperfection from dry wood treatment products after the first coat. I use very fine sandpaper to get rid of rough surfaces and then reapply the second coat with wood lacquer. This gives the finished surface more smooth and pristine. After 24 hours, I attach furniture pads to avoid some scratches on the floor. I also wanted to add photo frame to the space. Some people advise getting an art piece that has sentimental value. It could be a poster from one of your favorite bookstore or one of your favorite books or series. I chose this image because it portrays the same feeling that I have for my reading space. For many years, I have been in a reading slump. I remember when I was young, I used to feel so immersed in books and stories. As I get older, my relationship with reading books has not been consistent. And I noticed this same pattern happening to many people. We read tons of books when we were children and teenagers, but somehow stopped reading when we are adults. Perhaps we got busy with university, jobs, social life, adult responsibilities. For me, it's a combination of all, plus the time that I wasted on mindlessly scrolling on my phone. The book Atomic Habits, written by James Clear. In case you don't know, this book is about how to break bad habits and how small changes in our behavior and environment can lead to remarkable results in our day-to-day life. My takeaway from this book is that in order to arrive at a habit that you want to build, in this case, reading more books, it's suggested to create an environment to support good habits. So if you want to get rid of reading slump or simply just want to read more books, I hope this video inspired you to build a small reading nook. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.